The night it happened, the sky outside looked like bruised steel, thick clouds, quiet thunder, the kind of pressure in the air that makes your skin itch like it knows something you do not. I was sitting in my truck in the driveway, engine still running, headlights painting the garage door yellow. I do not even remember why I did not go in right away. Maybe I felt it. That something was off. Maybe my body knew before I did. Amanda was not home yet. She told me she was having dinner with Lindsay and the girls. Some new restaurant downtown, wine and giggles, and the kind of cackling laughter that echoed through her texts. She sent me a photo 2 hours ago, her in some red dress, glass of Chardonnay in hand, duck-lipped, peace signed. But that photo was not taken tonight. I found that out when Lindsay, her best friend, the one who stood beside us at our wedding, crying real tears as she handed Amanda her bouquet, accidentally sent me 5 screenshots. No warning. No oops wrong person. No follow-up. Just 5 images. Each one another bullet to the chest. I tapped the first. It opened to a group chat. Amanda, Lindsay, 2 other names I did not recognize, Bex and Charlie Napolish. The tone was chaotic, giddy, darkly energetic, like high schoolers plotting mischief, but worse because these were not pranks. This was about me. Amanda, this man seriously asked me to go look at patio furniture tomorrow. Patio, *ing furniture. I had 2 guys in me this week and now we were picking out throw pillows. Loudly crying face, loudly crying face, loudly crying face, *, Lindsay, you're evil. I love it face with ears of joy. Charlie Napolish sits out here living like she's got a timeshare in hell, respect face blowing kiss. Bex, how do you even keep their names straight? Amanda, easy guy 1 equals drama guy 2 equals gym body guy 3 equals freaky. Jake equals debit card. I read that one twice. Then a 3rd time. I did not blink. My breathing got shallow like I'd been hit in the chest. Debit card. That's all I was to her. I clicked into the second screenshot. More texts. The kind of mean girl cruelty I had not heard since high school. Only now it was about me. Amanda, he told me he misses when we used to be wild in bed. I told him I was just tired lately. El Mayo tired from other D** bro face with tears of joy ***. Charlie Napolish. He still eats it though, right? Amanda girl. Yes. I just shower first so I do not give him someone else's aftertaste skull. That S when my stomach turned. I actually gagged. I leaned out the truck window and dry heaved into the dark. The bow caught in my throat burning. I was sweating, shivering, shaking like I had a fever. This was not just cheating. This was ritual humiliation. 3rd screenshot. Amanda boasting. I could literally vanish for 6 hours and tell him I was getting my nails done, and he'd believe me. I do not even gotta lie good. Jake wants to believe me. It's pathetic. That word again. Pathetic. Not my husband. Not Jake. Not even the guy I live with. Just pathetic screenshot for you know what the best part is. I had a full afternoon with Jim. Guy went home and Jake asked if I wanted to watch a movie. I had handprints on my ass and he wanted to cuddle rolling on floor laughing. And the final screenshot. Amanda. It's like cheating on a golden retriever. That's the one that did it. That's the one that snapped whatever thread had been holding my sanity together. Golden retriever. Loyal. Friendly. Too dumb to notice you re-kicking it. Happy to see you even after you've been *****ing someone else all day. I sat there in that truck, fingers locked around the steering wheel so tight my knuckles went bone white. Every nerve in my body screamed to drive somewhere, anywhere. Smash something. Put my fist through the windshield. I thought about storming into Lindsay's place screaming, demanding answers, but I did not even know where she lived. I was not just angry. I was humiliated. Do you know what it feels like to realize your life is a stage play, and you're the only one who does not have the script? Like every I love you, every date night, every innocent kiss on the cheek was just a prop in someone else's joke. I could not breathe. And I still did not know the worst part because Amanda was not just cheating. She was building a separate life. A second identity. One where I did not exist. One where I was a gullible background character who paid the bills while she starred in her own chaotic, disgusting little show. And I was about to find out just how far the route went. I did not sleep. Not even a minute. I sat in that truck all night with the engine off, the windows fogging from my own breath, staring at those 5 screenshots like they were prophecy carved in stone. Every time I thought I was done looking at them, I'd open them again, each time hoping I'd somehow misread it. That I was hallucinating. That this was not my wife. That some sick joke was playing out, and any second now the punchline would drop and the curtain would close. But no. This was not a dream. It was a slow-motion wreck I had to watch from the driver's seat. At 7:12 a.m. Amanda finally pulled into the driveway in her black SUV, the one I paid the lease on. She stepped out like nothing was wrong. Hair tied back. A little smudge of lipstick still clinging to her mouth. Her heels clicked across the concrete like she was walking on stage. I did not move. I watched her from inside the cab like I was behind glass. Like I was watching a stranger steal my life. She opened the door, leaned in and saw me. Paused. That half-smile she wore like perfume slid off her face for just a second, just long enough for me to catch it. That flicker of panic. "Jake," she said. "Why are you just sitting out here? You okay?" I stepped out. She took a step back. She could probably feel it, that the temperature had dropped. That the man she left behind yesterday had been replaced by something colder. I held up the phone. Just one word. "Lindsay." Her eyes widened like a car just turned into her lane. "What?" "I got screenshots from your little girl group chat. You know, the one where I'm the golden retriever husband." Her lips parted but no sound came. She stood there in the morning light, mascara smudged her carefully manufactured expression, trying to figure out what face to wear. Shock. Anger. Sadness. Guilt. She chose rage. "You went through my private messages." I laughed. Laughed so hard it echoed through the whole damn street. "Lindsay sent them to me by accident. Maybe she grew a conscience for 5 seconds. Either way, I did not go through anything. I got dropped into the middle of the ****ing truth." Her hands were on her hips now. Defensive posture. "You overreacting. Overreacting." I stepped toward her. "You had 3 guys in rotation. You called me a debit card. You bragged about letting me kiss you after being with one of them. And I'm overreacting." She rolled her eyes. Rolled her eyes. "You so dramatic, Jake. You never understand nuance. You never ask why I was doing any of that. You just want to be mad." "No, Amanda," I said. "I want to understand how the woman I married turned into a sociopathic parasite who laughs about humiliating me with her friends." "Do not call me that," she snapped. "You do not know what it's been like for me. You've been so emotionally unavailable lately. I needed something. I needed connection." I actually stepped back. Not because I was afraid, but because the sheer audacity of that sentence almost knocked me over. "I'm emotionally unavailable," I repeated. "I cook for you. I surprise you with flowers. I ask you how your day was and listen. I kissed you every morning, even when you turned your face away. I took you curtain shopping while you were still dripping in someone else's ****ing sweat." She scoffed. "See, you always go for the drama. Maybe if you were not so needy, I would not have had to look elsewhere. You smother me. You read just too much, Jake. Too much." That's what she landed on. That I was too much. Meanwhile, she was juggling 3 dudes and a marriage and a friend group that encouraged it like it was some kind of girl boss achievement. I looked at her, really looked at her, and I did not see my wife anymore. I saw a snake coiled in a human skin, hissing excuses through painted lips. "Where were you last night?" I asked. "Out with Lindsay?" "You were not with Lindsay." "I was. I texted her," I said, pulling out my phone. "She has not seen you in 2 days. Want to try again?" Her face twitched just slightly. Then you re-controlling. That S when I laughed again. Loud, unhinged, ugly, controlling. I gave you everything. A home, a life, love, and you used me like a doormat. You pissed on my back and told me it was raining. She went quiet for the first time, actually quiet. And for a second, I saw it, that split-second flicker of her realizing she went too far, that she might lose her golden retriever, her free ride, her little domestic fantasy that funded her chaos. But she did not apologize. She never did. She just turned away, muttering, "I see not deal with this right now," and went inside. Just like that. Like she spilled a drink and walked away from the mess. But this time I was not cleaning it up. Because the next thing I did was call a lawyer. By the time the door shut behind her, the heat in my chest had turned to ice. I stood in that driveway for another 20 minutes, just breathing in out. Rage does not always come loud. It can settle in quietly like frost on a window until your whole body feels like steel. When I finally walked inside, she was at the kitchen counter pouring herself coffee like we were still in the middle of some sitcom. She did not even look at me. Did not flinch. She was scrolling her phone, probably texting the other ones, her little rotation, the playlist as she called it. "Do not make a scene, Jake," she said without turning. That sentence flipped a switch. "I'm not making a scene," I replied. "I'm making a decision." She turned around then. Slowly, one eyebrow raised. "Oh, and what decision is that?" "I'm getting the locks changed today. You're not welcome here tonight." She actually laughed. "You're going to kick me out of my house?" "Our house." I shook my head. "No, my house. The deed is in my name. I bought it before we got married. You never put a penny into it. You were too busy pretending to be on your spiritual journey or some sh*t while I paid every bill." "You would not," she said, stepping toward me. Her voice dropped low, venomous. "You would not dare." I looked her dead in the eye. "Watch me." And I did. That day I made 3 phone calls. A locksmith changed every lock before sundown. A divorce attorney referred by a coworker who'd gone through something similar. My boss told him I was taking a few personal days. He did not ask why. He just said, "Whatever you need, man," in that tone, like he already knew. By the time Amanda came back from wherever she slithered off to, probably to cry to one of her side guys or craft some dramatic Instagram story, the locks were changed. Her key did not work. She pounded on the door like a cop. "Open the damn door, Jake." I opened it. Stood just behind the frame. Calm. Cold. She looked like a wet cat. Hair frizzy, eyeliner smudged, fury in her eyes. "You think this is going to hold up in court? You see, not just locked me out of my life. You locked yourself out," I said. "I just made it official." She shoved a bag at me, half her makeup, some chargers, a twisted ball of clothing. "You're insane. Everyone's going to think you're a psycho for doing this." "Good. Maybe I'll finally match the image you painted of me to your friends. You know, the pathetic golden retriever. Needy. Too much. Remember," her mouth opened, then closed. Like she could not decide whether to scream or lie. She chose both. "You know what, Jake," she said, stepping in close. "Maybe if you had not let yourself go. Maybe if you'd actually made me feel something. Maybe if you'd been a real ing man, I would not have needed anyone else." Boom. There it was. The poison. She always saves the nuclear weapon for last. I did not flinch, right? That's why you needed 3 other guys to patch the holes in your soul. That's not a me problem. That's a you problem. And now it's a you on your own problem. I handed her the papers, filed, signed, clean. She stared at them like they were in a language she did not understand. "You already filed," she hissed. "I told you," I said, decision made. She looked down at the papers, then up at me. I saw it then, the shift, not sadness, not guilt, but calculation, like she was already planning her next move. "You're going to regret this, Jake?" "No," I said, stepping back and closing the door. "You are." I sat in silence for a long time after that. Cooper, my dog, curled up at my feet like he knew I needed the warmth. And for the first time in months, the silence did not feel heavy. It felt clean. But that was not the end. Not even close. Because Amanda does not lose quietly. And her next move. It was pure chaos. The fake crying, the threats, the sudden appearance of one of her other guys at my front door. She was not just going to let me go. No. She was going to try to ruin me. I should have known Amanda was not going to go down without turning everything into a battlefield. She never handled rejection. Well, hell, she never handled accountability at all. That woman could burn the house down and complain that the smoke stung her eyes. The day after I changed the locks, I thought maybe, just maybe, things would cool off. That she'd stay with one of her little boy toys and process the reality of the mess she created. But by noon the next day, she was back at my door, this time crying. Not quiet crying. No. We were talking full on, red-faced, hiccuping sobs with streaks of makeup dragging down her face like melting paint on a mannequin. I did not open the door. I watched through the peephole. She stood there in this oversized hoodie, not hers, probably one of their hoodies, the irony not lost on me, hair in a bun, mascara smeared, fists clenched like a toddler throwing a tantrum in front of a locked candy store. Jake, please? Can we just talk? I did not mean for it to get like this. You blindsided me. Blindsided her. I almost laughed. I opened the door halfway with the chain still latched. She looked up at me like I was the one who broke her heart. I need to come inside. Please. I'm not okay. You were not okay when you were bragging about cheating on me in group chats either, I said. She sniffed. You do not know what it's been like. I made a mistake. A horrible one. I was in a bad place, Jake. Emotionally, you shut me out. No, I cut in. You made choices. Repeated ones. You did not trip and fall into 3 guys. You planned it. Bragged about it. Laughed behind my back. Do not insult both of us by calling that a mistake. The crying stopped. Just like that. Like she flicked a switch. Her whole expression changed. Eyes dry. Jaw clenched. Lip twitching in a way that meant she was about to go nuclear. You think you're so righteous, she snapped. You think you're the victim here. You did not even ask why I did it. You do not care about my feelings. You just care that you look stupid. Oh, I am the victim here, Amanda. But do not worry, I've moved past the humiliation. Now I'm just making sure I protect what's mine. That S when she exploded. I gave you my 20s, Jake. I could have been with anyone. I settled for you. You were safe. Predictable. You bore the hell out of me. There it was. The truth. Not the sanitized, manipulative sob story, this. Her real voice. The venom. The ego. The part of her that always needed to feel superior. I stared at her. Calm. Silent. And then she said it. I was going to leave you eventually anyway. You re not exciting. You re just convenient. And right then, as if the devil had scheduled it, a black Dodge Charger pulled up to the curb. The bass from his stereo shook the sidewalk. Out stepped a guy in gray joggers, no shirt, tattoos crawling up his neck and arms like vines on a brick wall. He looked like the kind of guy who drinks protein shakes and threatens minimum wage workers for getting his burrito order wrong. Yo, he said, walking up like he belonged there. Amanda, you good? She turned to look at me. Did not flinch. No shame. Not even a drop of hesitation. Yeah, she said, he's just being a psycho. Trying to control me. That word again. Control. This woman really tried to rewrite the entire narrative after treating me like a backup character in her twisted little story. And now here I was watching the next episode unfold like I did not already read the whole damn script. Tell your boy to back off, I said, locking eyes with the shirtless wonder. He stepped forward. You threatening her, bro? Nope, I said, but I'll let the cops know she is trespassing. And that you re her what bodyguard? Side piece? Emotional support dumbbell? He puffed up, fists clenched like he was about to go full gym rage. But Amanda grabbed his arm. Come on, she hissed. He not worth it. That's right. I was not worth it. The same man she cried to, lied to, slept beside, used, mocked. And now that I had finally seen the real her, I was not worth it. She pulled the guy toward the car, slamming the door behind her like she expected it to hurt me. But I just stood there still like stone, watching them peel off into the street, bass booming, her profile outlined in the passenger window like a ghost. I did not feel heartbroken. I felt clean because the spell was broken. The illusion shattered. The Amanda I loved was never real. She was a projection, a costume she wore long enough to trap me into thinking she was the one. But now she was just another liar, another manipulator. And I was done playing nice. Because what I found next, buried in the cloud backups on her shared iPad, was not just evidence of cheating. It was evidence of fraud, hidden Venmo transactions, secret credit cards, money taken from our joint account for business expenses that funded vacations with him. She did not just betray me emotionally. She stole from me. And now I'm going to destroy her. After Amanda stormed off with her shirtless, testosterone goblin and left tire marks on my driveway like some dollar store Bonnie and Clyde reboot, I went inside and sat down with Cooper, my dog, who clearly sensed something was off. He laid his head on my leg and looked up at me like, what now, boss? What now? Indeed, I was exhausted, but also wired. That kind of bone-deep cold sweat tension you get when your brain is still running diagnostics on everything it just went through. I was not crying. I was not yelling. That part was over. Now it was something worse. Something sharp, quiet, fury, surgical. See, Amanda thought she burned the bridge. She did not realize I built the whole road and I kept receipts, literal ones. I opened my laptop. Then I remembered months ago, I synced our iPad to my Apple account when she lost her old phone. She forgot, or maybe she assumed I'd never think to check. But that device, it was still listed under my Apple ID in the cloud. The cloud remembers everything. First, her iMessages. Most were harmless. Some flirty crap between her and Lindsay. Then a few not-so-harmless ones. There he was. Shirtless wonder. Name saved as J. Train Sweat Droplets. Seriously, I could not make this sh*t up if I tried. J. Train Sweat Droplets, when can I see you again? Last night was wild. Still taste you on my fingers. Amanda, lol. Stop. I see not tonight. Husband wants to go over taxes. Nauseated face. Kill me. Taxes. The same taxes I'd been staying up late organizing while she was sneaking out to get defiled in the back of a Jeep. I kept scrolling. There were dozens of threads. Different names. Some were codenamed in emojis. Some were full-on sexting logs. But I was not even shocked anymore. I'd been gutted already. This was just confirmation that everything I loved was already a corpse and Amanda was the one who pulled the trigger. Then I saw the emails. This was where it got serious. She had a secret Gmail address not tied to her name, used only for receipts, confirmations, and one hidden Venmo account. I clicked into it. The first thing I saw was a hotel reservation under her name charged to a card I did not know existed. Dates lined up perfectly with those fake yoga retreats and girls' trips she used to disappear on. Then I opened her Venmo history. Thousands of dollars over the last year she'd been skimming from our joint account. Slowly, strategically, $80 here, $125 there, labeled as groceries or gas, then moved to her secret account. From there, payments to usernames like @NailKing@FitnessWithJ and one charmingly subtle tag @Dominic explores what Amanda Morals. I sat there with the dull glow of the screen on my face and a feeling building in my chest that I can only describe as volcanic. This was not just betrayal. This was robbery. This was premeditated. She had been embezzling from our life. I printed everything, screenshots, statements, the whole digital paper trail. I organized it into folders. My lawyer was going to eat this up like a buffet. But I was not done. Not even close. Because Amanda had not just been sneaky, she'd been sloppy. She left one file open on the cloud, a notes app entry titled "If he finds out my breath caught." I opened it. And what I read made my vision blur. If Jake finds out, cry, say it was an emotional breakdown. Blame him, bring up dad stuff. Say you felt neglected. Mention therapy. Cry again. If needed, say you were scared of him. People always take the woman's side. Do not let him flip it. She had a contingency plan. A full-on manipulator's playbook in case her mask fell off. This was not impulsive cheating. This was not one mistake. This was orchestrated evil. She planned the lies. The gaslighting, the damage control, even the nuclear option, the threat to play the victim card and make me the abuser. I saw it all in her own words. So I made another decision. I sent the files to my lawyer. Then I sent copies to Lindsay. No words. Just the evidence. Let the squad rot from the inside. And finally, I send Amanda one line. Just one. I know everything. And now so does everyone else. The read receipt popped up instantly. No reply. Just silence. But I knew Amanda. That silence was not surrender. It was recalculation. She was going to come back, claws sharpened. She'd throw everything she had at me, lies, threats, maybe even legal games. But I was ready. Because I was not the golden retriever anymore. I was the man who lit the leash on fire and walked away. 3 days. That's how long it took. 3 days of silence after I sent her the message. 3 days where I thought maybe she'd finally gotten the message curled up in whatever apartment or gym locker room she was nesting in and accepted that she'd lost. But Amanda, she's not the type to lose. She's the type to escalate. It started with a knock at the door. Not loud. Just deliberate. A rhythm that made my skin crawl. I looked through the peephole. 2 police officers. I opened the door slowly. Morning, officers. Can I help you? One of them gave me that cautious cop's smile. Jake Miller. Yeah, we got a report of a domestic dispute. We were here to check in. Do you mind if we come in for a moment? I blinked. What? The other one, the younger one, added, we were told there might have been some threats made against a woman who lived here recently. We just need to make sure everything is all right. And just like that, I knew what she'd done. Amanda had pulled the nuclear card from her little notes app strategy file. Say you were scared of him. People always take the woman's side. That bitch did not just lie. She preloaded the lie, stored it in her back pocket like a sick insurance policy. I did not yell. I did not argue. I let them in. I showed them the papers, the separation filing, the property deed, even the screenshots of her own messages, and that if he finds out note. I even offered to show them the cloud backups. The younger officer's jaw actually clenched. I'm not pressing charges, I said calmly. But I want this documented. This was a false report. She asked, trying to stir the pot. The older cop nodded. Understood. We've seen this kind of thing before. She did not mention violence, but she made it sound tense. Tense? I laughed. Yeah. You tried discovering your wife has been cheating on you with multiple guys and skimming thousands from your account while calling you a golden retriever in a group chat. Let us see how you handle tense. They left. Professional, respectful. But the seed had been planted. Amanda wanted control and she could not handle losing it. So she did what manipulators do. She weaponized perception, but she was not done. That night I got an email. No subject line. Just an attachment. A recorded voice memo. I opened it. Listened. Amanda's voice. Quiet. Shaking. She sounded broken. Jake. I do not even know where to start. I'm sorry. I've been a mess. I messed up so bad. I thought you did not love me anymore. I got lost. I did things I regret. Please do not hate me. I'll do anything. We can fix this. I miss you. I miss us. She even sniffled like she was crying. I sat in my kitchen, staring at the phone like it was a bomb about to go off. And you know what? I almost believed her for half a second. That's the power she had. That's the power of a professional manipulator. They can spit in your face, smile while doing it, and still make you question whether it's your fault. But I remembered everything. I remembered her laughing about letting me kiss her while she had someone else's sweat on her skin. I remembered her calling me a debit card. I remembered J-Train-s sweat droplets and Dominic Explorers. I remembered the notes app plan to accuse me if I fought back. I remembered that Amanda did not miss me. She missed control. So I replied to the email. One line. Tell your lawyer to contact mine. We redone. 10 minutes later, she was blowing up my phone. 30 texts in a row. Amanda, you really going to throw away everything? You think this is easy for me? You blindsided me. You always make everything worse. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Fine. I'll take the dog. You can keep the debt. You'll be alone forever. You'll miss me. And then finally, I'm pregnant. That one hit me like a freight train. I stared at the screen, pulse pounding in my ears. No. No F*********** ing way. I scrolled back through her messages, screenshots, photos, timelines. I knew her cycle better than she did because I was the one picking up tampons and Advil every month. I checked the calendar. Did the math? She was not pregnant. She was cornered. I did not even respond. I sent the screenshot to my lawyer. His response. Classic move. Do not engage. We'll handle it. Amanda thought she could make me doubt reality one last time. She did not realize. I had already buried the version of me that trusted her. She could not reach him anymore. Now it was war. And she just brought a paper sword to a nuclear standoff. You ever watch someone try to light a fire with wet matches? That was Amanda, now scrambling desperate, tossing lies like darts in the dark, hoping something would stick, hoping I'd decrack. But she did not realize I had snapped already, not outwardly, not with rage or revenge. I snapped inward, cold, controlled, focused, the kind of break that makes you dangerous. And when she dropped the I'm pregnant bomb, I did not panic. I did not run. I went straight into war mode. Step 1 proof. I contacted a private lab, set up a paternity test, not because I believed her, but because I knew the lie was her last weapon. The nuclear option manipulators save when everything else fails. And even though I knew she was lying, I needed her to commit to it. Because once she committed, she could not walk it back without looking like a lunatic. So I texted her, me, if you're pregnant, we'll handle it responsibly. But I want confirmation from a clinic. And when the time comes, I want a DNA test. You understand? Silence for 20 minutes. Then Amanda, wow, you do not trust me at all. Me, no, I do not. Amanda, you're disgusting. Me, says the woman who needed a team to cheat effectively. She left it there. No follow-up. Because she knew she had played her final card. And I did not flinch. Step 2, burn the mask she wore in public. I was not just going to win legally. I was going to let people see who she really was. I did not even have to leak anything directly. I just sent one single Dropbox folder containing her group chat screenshots, Venmo records, and a screen recording of her if he finds out, notes to her squad, the girl gang, Lindsay, Bex, Charlie nail polish, no message, just the link. Lindsay opened it first 30 minutes later. She texted me, Lindsay, Jake, I had no idea she was saying that SHT. I did not know she was taking money. I thought it was just dumb flirting. I'm sorry, too late for sorry. But I appreciated the guilt. Then one by one, her little hive turned on her. I watched it unfold online like a slow-motion train wreck. Charlie nail polish removed Amanda from her IG bio. Bex unfollowed her. Lindsay posted a cryptic story with a black screen and white letters. Some people are only loyal to their own lies. Damn. And then the text came flooding in from Amanda. Amanda, What the F *** did you send them? You re trying to ruin my life. You re sick. You re AF *** IG narcissist. I did not even love Jay. I just liked how he made me feel. Why are you doing this to me? But I did not respond. Because I was not doing anything to her. I was just letting the world see what she did to me. Step 3. Lawyer up. Shut it down. My lawyer took one look at the Venmo trail and grinned. Financial fraud, baby. We were adding it to the divorce claim. Spousal theft, misuse of marital funds. Not only was I pushing for full financial separation, I was asking for damages. Then came the best part. The clinic called. Turns out she did go in probably to fake the pregnancy and gaslight me into taking her back. But guess what? She was not pregnant. Not even close. Not a miscarriage. Not it's too early to tell. Nothing. 0. The clinic confirmed it in writing. No signs of current or past pregnancy. Patient was not administered any prenatal care. I printed it, filed it, and sent it to Amanda with 2 words. Caught. Again. She lost her mind. I mean full-blown meltdown. 37 messages in 2 hours. 12 missed calls. 1 voicemail that started with her crying and ended with her screaming that I had destroyed her life. No, Amanda. You destroyed yourself. I just held up the mirror. Then came the cherry on top. One of her side guys, not J Train, a new one I had not seen before, messaged me on Instagram. Dude looked like a failed rapper with a Bluetooth earpiece and a Gucci knockoff chain. Yo man, you the husband? Listen, I did not know she was married. She told me you were abusive. That you cheated first. I dumped her when I found out. Just wanted to say you did not deserve that. She lied to them too. She lied to everyone. But now, there was nowhere left to hide. Amanda's double life collapsed like a dying star, sucking in her friendships, her credibility, her fake relationships. Her safety net had snapped. Her backup plans failed. Her audience left the theater. She was not the main character anymore. She was the villain. And everyone finally saw it. But I was not celebrating. Not yet. Because I knew Amanda. And she was not done. Because next, she was going to try to take my dog. I did not cry when Amanda cheated. I did not cry when she stole from me or when she tried to flip the narrative and play victim. But when I heard from my lawyer that she was trying to claim custody of Cooper, my dog, my best friend, the one soul in this mess who had never lied to me, never left my side. That's when I almost lost it. Let me be clear. Cooper is not just a pet. He has family. I got him during one of the darkest points in my life, long before Amanda ever showed up. He slept at the foot of my bed when I had insomnia. He barked at the door every night Amanda came home late, like he knew. He laid his head on my chest the night I found those messages. That dog felt everything. And now she wanted to take him. She did not even like Cooper. Every time he shed, she'd complain. Every time he barked at the door, she'd yell at him. She said he was needy. Funny, just like me, apparently. So why try to take him now? Simple power. She could not control me anymore, could not twist my mind, could not gaslight her way back into the house, the money, the relationship. So now she was going to try and hurt me through him. My lawyer called me 2 days after we sent the fraud documents in. Hey Jake, I do not want to alarm you, but Amanda's attorney submitted a preliminary claim. She is requesting full ownership of Cooper, citing emotional attachment, and claims that she was the primary caregiver. I nearly blacked out from rage. She walked him maybe 4 times in 3 years. She fed him only when I was working late. She once joked about dropping him off at a shelter when he chewed a pair of her $200 sandals. Primary caregiver. That's when I knew. Amanda was going scorched earth. She did not want the dog. She wanted to win. So I got to work. Step 1: Evidence. I dug up every vet bill, every purchase from PetSmart under my name. Every dog food delivery I ordered, every grooming appointment I scheduled. I found photos, hundreds of them, Cooper and me hiking at the lake curled up on the couch. You know how many she was in? Maybe 5 tops. Then I went next level. I checked my Nest camera archives, dozens of clips of me walking Cooper, feeding him, talking to him like an idiot, laughing when he ran through sprinklers. You know what I did not find her? Even when she was home, she never engaged with him unless she was yelling at him to shut up or go away. Step 2. Witnesses. I had neighbors, friends, my dog trainer. All of them knew Cooper was mine. They saw me walking him every day. They saw Amanda ignore him like he was some breathing piece of furniture. Step 3. Preemptive strike. My lawyer filed a full rebuttal and requested a court appearance for emergency pet custody preservation. That's right. I lawyered up over my damn dog because I was not going to let her win one more thing. Amanda did not like that. She showed up to the hearing, not dressed for court, dressed for Instagram. Tight black dress heels, makeup too sharp for 10 a.m. Like she was still acting in the movie of her life and forgot the cameras were gone. When the judge asked her why she believed she should have sole custody of the dog, she put on the voice. You know, the one, that fragile, trembling, helpless tone she reserves for playing the victim. He is all I have left. I raised him. He was there for me during hard nights. Jake never bonded with him like I did. I looked over at Cooper sitting quietly beside me, tail wagging every time I said his name. And I realized she actually believed her own lies. She was not acting. She genuinely believed she was the victim in all this. Then it was my turn. I spoke clearly, calmly, facts only. I explained how I had Cooper since he was 8 weeks old. Paid for every expense. Trained in myself. Showed the vet bills. The video footage. The witness letters. The truth. The judge leaned back, skimmed the documents, and said something I'll never forget. There's no question here. Cooper stays with Mr. Miller. Petition denied. I heard a sound come out of Amanda's throat like she had swallowed a scream. Her face froze, eyes glassy, mouth twitching, but still no tears. Because now even her tears knew they would not work anymore. She stormed out of the courtroom without a word. No glance back. No parting jab. Just the sound of her heels clicking violently against the tile floor. But that was not even the best part. Because as I was walking out of the courtroom with Cooper tail wagging, ears perked, a woman stopped me in the hallway. Blonde hair, business suit, clipboard in hand. Mr. Miller, she asked? Yeah, I'm a family court advocate. I've been watching the case. We also handle reputational fraud cases tied to divorce proceedings. And I think you have grounds for something bigger. I blinked. Like what? She smiled. Civil suit. Emotional damages. Defamation. Possibly slander given the police report she filed. Depending on how far you want to go, you could end the story with her paying you. Cooper barked once. I smiled. Let us talk. Amanda thought the courtroom dog stunt was the end of my fight. That she could slink off, regroup, maybe toss a few grenades from the sidelines and leave me limping through the ashes. She had no idea I was just getting started. After that courthouse hallway encounter, I sat down with the civil attorney. Her name was Melissa, mid-40s, sharp as hell with the kind of laser focus that made you feel like every word you spoke would be measured, catalogued, and weaponized if needed. I gave her everything: the screenshots, the emails, the Venmo records, the fake pregnancy, the slander, and the police report. She listened. Did not say much. Just kept nodding. When I was done, she looked me straight in the eye and said, "Let us bury her." So we built the case quietly, carefully, with the patience of a hunter. I did not post online. I did not fire back at her social media jabs. Oh, and yes, she was posting 2 weeks after the dog hearing. Amanda tried rebranding herself as the empowered survivor. Instagram caption under a photo of her in yoga pants staring out at a beach. When you've survived narcissistic abuse, every sunrise is a reminder that you're still standing. #healing #warrior queen. Warrior queen, huh? Meanwhile, she was still privately texting me threats, begging me to settle, alternating between I miss us and you ruined my life. So I hired a private investigator. His name was Cliff. A guy you'd never notice in a crowd, faded ball cap, soft voice, zero expression, the kind of guy who could follow you through 4 cities and you'd think he was just your Uber driver. I gave him one job: track her spending and behavior. Not for me, for court. And oh boy, did Amanda give him content. Within 10 days he had photos of her with not one, but 2 of her side guys, dinner dates, bar tabs, hotel check-ins. One particularly bold afternoon involved her and Jim Guy in a spa resort suite, while she claimed to be staying with her sister for emotional clarity, receipts, timestamps, video. Meanwhile, she was still trying to paint me as a controlling psycho online, still claiming I cheated first, still talking about reclaiming her power while riding shotgun in the Dodge Charger of the guy who once threatened to fight me over parking space. I handed it all to Melissa. She was thrilled. We'll start with defamation and emotional distress. But given the fake pregnancy, the false police report, and the financial theft, she'll be lucky if she walks away with her Amazon account. But we needed one last move. One final checkmate blow. So I did the unthinkable. I sat down with Lindsay. Yes, that Lindsay, Amanda's ex-best friend, the one who accidentally sent me the screenshots that cracked this whole thing open. We met at a coffee shop. She looked nervous. She had dark circles under her eyes and would not meet mine for the first 5 minutes. But when she started talking, it poured out like a confession. She manipulated all of us, Jake, not just you. She had this way of turning everything into someone else's fault. I defended her, even when I knew she was lying, even when she used me to cover up weekends with those guys. I'm sorry. I nodded. I did not need an apology. I needed one thing. Would you be willing to write a statement? A full, honest affidavit. I'll have my lawyer drafted. All you have to do is tell the truth. You were in the group chat. You saw it all. You know what she did. She hesitated. Then she said the magic words. I'll do it. She burned every bridge, might as well turn the ashes into something useful. Melissa nearly high-fived me when I gave her the statement between this, the fraud, the PI evidence, and the slander. We've got leverage, and we're reusing it. And we did. A formal civil suit was filed against Amanda for defamation, emotional damages, malicious misrepresentation, and unauthorized use of joint finances. Total claim $68,400. Amanda did not even respond at first. Just posted some cryptic tweet about being under attack from bitter men. Her little followers gave her likes and clapped emojis. But then she got served at the yoga studio she worked at part-time. In front of her clients. She texted me later that night. Amanda, WDF is wrong with you? You want to ruin me? Me? No. I just want the truth to matter. You did this. No response. For once, no comeback. But the best part? Oh, the absolute poetic justice? A week later, Lindsay sent me a screenshot. Amanda had been dropped from a brand deal. Some local wellness company that had her on their Instagram as a mindfulness ambassador deleted every post with her name on it. Quietly, completely, like she never existed. Actions, consequences. She thought she was untouchable. She thought she could cheat, lie, manipulate, and walk away clean. She forgot one thing. Sometimes the golden retriever learns how to bite. It had been almost 2 months since the last time I saw her in person. 2 months since the courtroom. 2 months since the civil suit sent shockwaves through her fake healing journey. In that time, Amanda disappeared from everywhere. Instagram wiped clean, Twitter silent. Even her friends stopped tagging her. She did not become a villain online. She became something worse, irrelevant. And then one morning, out of nowhere, I got a text. Amanda, can we talk one last time? Please. I stared at it for a while. Part of me wanted to delete it without even reading. But a bigger part of me wanted closure, not for her, for me. So I agreed. Neutral ground. A park halfway between our old neighborhood and the part of town I moved to. I brought Cooper. He was the only one I trusted to smell bullish *T before I heard it. She arrived 10 minutes late. Big sunglasses. Hair pinned up. Dress down. Nothing flashy. No makeup. For once, no performance. She sat on the bench next to me. Not close. Not casual. Like she knew the space between us was not just physical, it was a canyon carved by every lie she thought she could bury. We sat in silence for a bit. Cooper leaned against my leg. She watched him for a while, then spoke. "I did not come here to fight," she said. "Good," I replied. "Because you lose." Again. She gave a soft exhale, maybe a laugh, maybe a sigh. "You really hate me now, huh?" I turned to her. Calm. Steady. "No. Hate takes energy. I'm done spending anything on you." She nodded slowly. Her voice broke a little. "I was scared. That day in court, when the judge sided with you, when your lawyer filed that suit, you did not just leave Jake. You destroyed me." "No," I said, "you destroyed yourself. I just stopped covering for you." Then she looked up and I saw it, not remorse. Not love, but this faint flickering recognition. Like a dying light bulb realizing the power has been cut for good. "I really thought I'd be the one to leave you first," she whispered. I smiled. "You were. Emotionally. Physically. Financially. All while smiling at me from across the dinner table. But you did not expect me to walk away after knowing everything. You thought I'd crawl. That I'd beg. That I'd be your loyal little golden retriever." Silence. She looked like she wanted to cry, but not for me, for herself. "Do you ever think maybe we could have fixed it if I had just been honest earlier?" No. And that's when I realized. She still did not get it. It was not the cheating. It was not even the money. It was the contempt. The joy she took in humiliating me. The way she weaponized my love. The way she planned her betrayal like a war strategy. That was the part you do not come back from. I stood up. Cooper rose with me. Loyal, strong, silent. The only soul in this mess who did not lie. "I have to go," I said. "I have a good life to get back to." "Jake," she said quickly. "You were a good man." "Were." "No," I corrected her. "I still am. You just stopped deserving one." I walked away. Cooper's leash in hand, the wind on my face. I did not look back. Did not need to. I did not just survive her. I outgrew her. So here's what I've learned, Reddit. If you've read this far, maybe you need this as much as I did. Trust your gut. If it feels off, it is. Love does not mean loyalty from others. It means loyalty to yourself. Never beg someone to be decent. Keep records. Not out of paranoia, out of self-respect. And if someone calls you a golden retriever for being kind, loyal, and devoted, that's not an insult. That's a confession that they were ing snake all along. Cooper and I, we re doing just fine. And for once, so is my peace.